Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to begin the project status meeting. In this sprint, we completed the requirements analysis and design definition knowledge area. This lays out the usage and application of the 6 core concepts utilized by myself during the requirements analysis and design definition sprint. In this meeting, we're going to review the task used to organize requirements, specify and model requirements and designs, validate and verify information, identify solution options, and estimate the potential value that could be realized. The tasks for this knowledge area are to specify and model requirements, verify requirements, validate requirements, define requirements architecture, and analyze potential value and recommend solution. The techniques used for the task were the business model canvas, the review, acceptance and evaluation criteria, workshop, and estimation using the PERT method. The stakeholders are the same from the beginning of the project. The purpose of the specify and model requirements was to analyze, synthesize, and refine elicitation results into requirements and designs. The business model canvas technique describes how the company creates, delivers, and captures value for and from its customers by illustrating the key partners, key activities, value proposition, customer relationships, customer segments, the key resources, channels, cost structure, and the revenue streams. The purpose of the Verify Requirements task was to ensure the requirements and design specifications and models meet the quality standards and were usable to increase the value of the tiny house by adding eco-conscious and tech-savvy options. Using the review techniques allowed the stakeholders to ensure the requirements have been defined correctly and were usable for the purpose of meeting the company's goals. The acceptable quality requirements reviewed by the stakeholders were consistent with identified needs and not conflicting, feasible with the agreed risk, project schedule, and budget, and that the requirements were not open to more than one interpretation if they either do or do not meet the needs. The purpose of the Validate Requirements task was to ensure that the requirements and designs align to the business requirements and support the delivery of the needed values. The acceptance and evaluation criteria technique lists the value attributes. Listed were the assumptions about what the customers are looking for and the benefits that stakeholders assumed will result. The defined measures provided a way to determine if features provide value necessary to satisfy the stakeholders' needs. Requirements that receive a low ranking were a candidate for elimination. The purpose of the Defined Requirements Architecture task was to ensure that the requirements collectively support one another to fully achieve the objectives. The workshop technique was used to demonstrate the process of allowing all stakeholders to view the proposed changes to verify they collectively support one another to achieve the objectives of the company. The requirements were examined and analyzed to define the relationship between them. The stakeholders determined if each relationship was defined, necessary, correct, unambiguous, and consistent. The purpose of the Analyze Potential Value and Recommend Solution task was to estimate the potential value of each design option and determine which one is most appropriate to meet the customer's needs, the company's needs. The stakeholders evaluated each option for expected benefits and costs. The benefits considered for this project included being competitive in the marketplace, improved quality of life for customers, improved customer experience, reduce risk, and improve quality of the products. The expected costs included the timeline, operating costs, purchase of material, and employee labor. Each option was given an optimistic value, pessimistic value, and a most likely value, taking into consideration points of views of stakeholders, the value to the company, and the degree of uncertainty. The option with the highest calculated weighted average would be the recommended solution. In conclusion, using these techniques, we were able to describe the tasks to structure and organize our requirements, specify and model, verify and validate requirements and designs, and identify solution options and estimate their potential value. The value to the company justified proceeding with the change. The recommended change was to proceed with adding the smart devices shown on the future state prototype and start to include LED options to work towards getting LED certified when the company expands to include a permanent fixture in the house line. Next week, we'll begin Sprint 6, which covers the solution evaluation knowledge area. This will conclude the meeting unless anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns on the requirements analysis and design definition knowledge area.